Good afternoon to the students of class 7. Students, as we were doing with the chapter time and distance, we are going to continue with that. We are going to do let's work out 15, question number 17. Let's read the question first. It is said a 100-meter long train remaining at a speed of 48 km per hour passes a tunnel in 21 seconds. Calculate the length of the tunnel. So here the train is passing a tunnel having the speed 48 km per hour and the length of the train is given, which is 100 meter, and the time is also given that it is passing the tunnel in 21 seconds. So let's come to the solution. At first we are going to write that length of the tunnel be x meter, because here the question is to find the length of the tunnel. So that is why we are considering the length of the tunnel to be an unknown variable, right? So the length of the train we are going to write, which is 100 meter. Now to pass a tunnel, the train has to pass its own length plus the length of the tunnel. That means the distance, total distance covered will be equal to its own length plus the length of the tunnel. So this you know, I hope you can understand by this time that whenever the train is passing any bridge or a platform or any lengthy objects which has got length, means the length is considered, then the total distance is considered as the length of its own length plus the length of that object. So here the train is passing the tunnel, so that means the total distance covered will be equal to its own length plus the length of the tunnel. So we are doing 100 plus x meter. This is the total distance covered. The speed of the train is given, which is 48 km per hour. That means what? The train is covering a distance of 48 km in 1 hour. So we are going to write in mathematical language, on one side distance, other side time. So distance will be in meter and time in seconds. So we are converting this 48 kilometers into meters by multiplying with 1000. So that means 48,000 we are getting, and the time in seconds, 1 hour means 3600 seconds. Now the question is that it will cover 100 plus x meter in 21 seconds. So from here we will form the relation using the fact that time and distance are in direct proportion. So this is the relation, time and distance are in direct proportion. So that means both we are going to write it downwards. So 48,000 is to 100 plus x is proportionate to 3600 is to 21. Now you are going to cross multiply and then take out the value of x. See, 100 plus x we are getting 280. So x will be equals to 280 minus 100. That's why we are getting 180. So this is the value of x. 180 what? 180 meters. So the length of the tunnel is 180 meters. Now the next question, that is question number 18, we have a train takes 10 seconds to pass a man standing on the platform 150 meter long and passes the platform in 22 seconds. Calculate the length and the speed of the train. So this is again a very easy sum. Here we will have to calculate the length of the train as well as the speed of the train. This type of sum we have done previously also. So let's come to the solution. We are going to write, let the length of the train be x meter and the length of the platform equals to 150 meter. Now we will write that in order to pass the man, the train has to pass its own length. So whenever the train is passing any man or a pole or a tree, etc., then the distance covered by the train will be equal to its own length, which is x meter. Next, to pass the platform, the train has to cover a distance of x plus 150 meters. So here the train of the length of the platform is also added. The length of the train plus the length of the platform. This is giving the distance. So we are going to write in mathematical language, on one side distance, another side time. So distance, that is x meter, is covered in time 10 seconds. Now x plus 150 meter will be covered in 22 seconds. So again we are going to use the relation that time and distance are in direct proportion. So we are writing both downwards, that x is to x plus 150 is proportionate to 10 is to 22, or x into 22, that means this into this will be equals to first and the fourth will be equals to second and the third. First into fourth will be equals to second into third. Now you multiply 22 into x, that is 22x, 10 into x, that is 10x, and 10 into 150, that is 1500. Then after that you separate the variables. 22x minus 10x, which is equals to 1500. Then 22x minus 10x, that is 12x, which is equals to 1500. Then take out the value of x, which is 1500 by 12. Then after that calculation we are getting 125. So the length of the train is 125 meter. Now another thing you also need to calculate, that is the speed of the train. You also need to take out the speed of the train. Now here we are writing that the train passes 125 meter in 10 seconds. The train will pass 125 meter. Why? This is equal to its own length, which we have calculated just now. This 125 meter, this is equal to the length of the train itself. So the train is passing, the train of length 125 meter is passing the man in 10 seconds, because here when the train is passing the man, that means what? The distance covered will be equal to its own length, which is 125 meter, and the time taken is 10 seconds. So this meter we are converting into kilometer by dividing with 1000, and seconds we are converting into hours by dividing by 3600. 3600. That is why we are getting 10 by 3600 hours. So we know that speed is distance by time. Speed is distance by time. So you put the values, you write the distance divided by the time. Then you take the reciprocal, and on further cancellation you are getting 45 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the train. So you are writing the final answer as the length of the train is 125 meter and the speed of the train is 45 kilometer per hour. Okay children, so you are going to omit, you are going to just cross it out with your pencil in your book itself. Question number 16, question number 19 and question number 20. Okay, these three questions has been omitted. So you just cross it out in your book itself with the help of pencil. So children, thank you for today.